Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9, the Bible says that as we plan, indeed it is the Lord that determines every step on the way. Hello, my people, my family, my friends, whatever you call me. I am glad to see you. Am I seeing you? Okay, I know you're seeing me. I'm glad to meet you here again. Though not physical, but before you know it, you know more stories about me. So somehow, family, thank you for coming back to this channel. Dig out your uniqueness. Are you still with your hoe? Are you ready? Did you go to gardens? Do you know what a hoe means? Those tools that we use for cultivating new life. So how I pray that you will dig out your uniqueness. There is something special in your life, and the Lord wants that you will live to the full capacity, not half, but to the full utilization of your capacity, because He created you on purpose and with a reason. Yeah. Today I want to talk about something that's not loved, but something that you cannot avoid, and that is change. Plan for change is our topic for today. Have you met people who say, for us, in my culture, that's how we talk. For us, that's how we are created. The whole family, we are like that. Even when the thing is the extreme end, they are quarrelsome, they're like, hey, nyowe ndiyo muchiga oranyetegereza. And usually we are the tribe that faces that. But I am sure now at this age that every culture, every culture has something missing here or there. So change is a good thing. You have heard phrases of "bwechinde manze nchonona." Instead of changing me, I better resign. That's who I am, and I cannot change. And others again went ahead to say, if you don't change, change will change you. Someone also said that if you cannot manage change, then you will not manage life, because life itself is changing like every moment that passes by. Did you know that yourself, you have been changing all the time? That's why I want to encourage you, if you are a married woman, a married man, not to say that I know my person is like this. And for you, it's like you nailed it, you are never changing. Even when you hurt them, you know, my wife will not do anything. I will explain. You explained then. You are explaining today. You think even tomorrow you will explain. My dear, everyone in this life, they evolve. They keep... We are like, don't just look at the caterpillar. That process is called what? About some manual science. I don't want to over-scratch my mind. But just like a caterpillar turning from pupa, larva, until it becomes a butterfly and flies, and we look at the beautiful part of it and we are liking it. Just know, even as humans, we change. Don't you think you have changed? Personally, I have changed. I always judge you that story of my English, how I would suffer even composing 10 sentences together, like one following after the other. But now, see, international. Yeah! International. So there are other things that have changed in my life. There are certain things that have changed in your life. Recently, when I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, he was discussing the principles of change, and I learned a lot from him. And of course, as you know, you are part of me. When I learn something and it is all itching, I can't keep quiet. I come running. I'm like, you guys, have you known? And now, that's why I've come. Have you known that things change, that life changes, that people change? For example, he was saying that once upon a time, you were 10 years, you were 5 years, but what age are you now? That's change. Your thought flow changed. Your friends changed. Can you tell me, where are your friends you used it to cling around in primary school? Where are they? In high school, they have friends that were very close to you, were very tight. But because things changed, your house changed, your car changed, your movement changed, people now even fear you. Even when in your heart you feel it's like you are the same, but your friends feared you and they took away. They ran for their dear life. So life has been changing, even with your friends, even with your finances. Just know, life keeps on evolving. There's one thing Dr. Munro said, and even to quote me laughing, "For you who do not know, I sell ladies' clothing. By the way, you can come and buy some nice jackets, some dresses, skirts, tops. You can come. Please come and buy." But he was discussing something that some of you watching, at one point you were size 12. But as we talk right now, you already bypassed 12, you bypassed 14, you are size 16. Or even worse still, you're size 18. We are not blaming you. Things have been changing. I mean, one time you were pregnant. I mean, cesarean, you went through operation. I mean, it's like you have been going through a lot. Maybe you were size 12 while at campus, as you ate the food you never liked, and you never had even the money to improve the food you want, such that you get the food you want. And now, you just decide and say, "Oh, today I don't want chicken," even when it is on the cafeteria, you can see there is chicken. You just skip food. You skipping chicken, skipping chips. That is really change. And then you feel like, let me first, usually when the change is happening, you feel like, let me keep my size 12 dress. You never know. I will work out. Usually I am telling the customers, please don't over clutter your wardrobe. If you are now size 14, the hopes that you might get to size 12, they're not very high. I'm not a prophet of doom, but I'm also seeing by how I keep on fluctuating my body, like before I know it, I'm size 10, 12, 14. I'm like, what is happening? That doesn't mean that we don't work out or what, but whether I want it or not, there is a size that you will reach at and you cannot go back to the size 12 that you used to like. Just like how people these days can be greeting you and they're like, "Oh, you look sweet 16. But dear, sweet 16 with its waistline, with that breast that was, you know, how you used it to look like, but now, different story. Change. Change is inevitable. So today I want us to think about the principles of change, such that as change happens, you're not like, "Oh, I'm shocked. Can you believe I'm 30? Just know you will be 30 one day." I use it to think that when I am 18, I will feel it in my body. I couldn't feel it. I thought maybe 30 I will feel it. Dumb. 30 is already past. I didn't feel anything. Yeah, so don't be shocked. Just know these principles. They will help you when you are almost getting shocked. Today, I want to share 5 principles about change. And number 1, change involves giving up something. My dear friends, right there, if you want change, you will find that some relationships, they are going away from you because people are not ready to move at the pace you're moving. And so you will see some people either going by themselves, or you just see the things you used to like doing are no longer interesting. So what is that one thing you're going to give up such that you have the change you so much need in your life? Are you tired of the life you're living and you need to have a remodel of what you want? Please give up a few things. It could be that habit, it could be that addiction, it could be that friend, it could be that routine you have been having. You might need to adjust here or there. It could be your bed. So you will give up something valuable if you want to attain change. Yes, number 2, change begins in the mind. So if you want change and you want to move with change, just like we have realized that you have no debate over it, whether you accept it or not, change has to happen. So it begins in the mind. That's why I want to challenge you. If you want anything to change in your life, please look for the new tools. You need new information. You need new people to interact with, especially if you highlight, I know that this person is very good at this and I want to know more about that information. Please be close to them. It begins from the mind. Change begins from the mind. So please look for the information and make sure you are having a transformation right away from your mind. Number 3, change needs patience, because you will not practice what you're thinking about in an overnight. You need patience, and it just goes all through, like one step at a time. Do you look at someone called Joseph in the Bible? It is one thing that led to another and another and another until he was in the royal office. He started, yes, putting on the coat of many colors, like even people have sung about it. It was first the coat of many colors before he could have the royal coat. So if you are working on yourself and you want change in your life, you feel like one day I want this thing changed, I want my family changed, I want this church changed, I want this nation changed, the way of doing things must change. Can you please be patient? Know that one day, as you keep on working consistently, the change you want will come. And number 4, change comes process by process. Of course, you have to make sure you're laying your plans before the Lord, just like the Bible says that a man plans, but God determines their footsteps. When you read in the book of Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9, the Bible says that as we plan, indeed it is the Lord that determines every step on the way. But of course, the Bible encourages us to plan. So if you want to see a difference in your life, don't hesitate to plan. It's not God who is going to come from heaven and he plans for you. But as you sit down, as you jot down, as you get your journal, as you write everything you want, plan and make sure you show to God, this is what I want. I want finances in this area to do this and this. I want provision in this area to do this and this. I want this position such that this and this happens. Make sure you are planning, but also you are reporting your plans to God. When I learned this, I'm like, okay, Christians, let's not be lazy. Let's move, style up. If you have that job, if you want a change, make sure you're letting God know. Don't sit for God to think for you. Yeah, then finally, number 5, change begins on a personal level. Before you want to change anyone, maybe it's your husband, maybe it's your wife, you look at them and they are complicated, but have you checked yourself? Change comes from within. First, work on yourself, your personal growth. As you grow, then you will not be resisted. Yes, I had someone who wanted to become a great MC, and just deep within himself, he knew, I can do it. I can handle crowds. God has given me words. At least I've tried here and there. And so he was going to get now another, is it called a gig? Is it a job? Is it something like that? So this boy came to him and said, oh, my life, I have wanted you to become my MC. Actually, that man, I had him being interviewed. He's called Speed. Those from Barara, you might know him. Personal growth, where it's no longer about your titles. It's not like, that big man, it's not what determines you, but you're determined to grow as a person and to deliver your brand, you as you. So that man, he offered that boy to go and work for him. He just said, send me transport. Just transport, but I'm not charging you labor. This is someone who wants his business to grow. He wants to spread. He wants himself to be known and to make the change he wants. And so as he was telling us the story, he said that when everybody became happy, they loved what he had done, his work of emceeing. He actually harvested more than he had planted. That spirit of, I'm highly esteemed, I cannot go that side, I cannot do this, No, for him, he spread out. He said, this is my voluntary work I'm having this time. It's my personal growth I am looking at. But he benefited even without him knowing, because finally he earned like 3 times more than what he would have charged. So change does not look at yourself and you think there's nothing more to change about me. You look at personal growth as you influence others. Are you ready to change? Is there any area of your life you're tired of and you want change? Is it that bedroom that you want organized? Is it that car that you want to clean like consistently? What is it that you want to change? Is it the look of your organization? Is it the branding? Is it the new business you want to start? Are you tired of your financial stand? Please, as you are guided by these principles, I pray that the Lord will do a great work in your life as you embrace change. And as I conclude, I want to read for you this quote from Nicole. For her, she said that if you want constant success, you must constantly change your conduct with times. Let me come again. Nicole was quote saying, if you want constant success, you must consistently change your conduct with times. So today we are saying no to being static. We are saying no to saying like, I am born like this, I cannot change. I think, no. Everybody can change because life in itself is always changing. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope we are going to change everything around ourselves because it's allowed. Personally today, you can see, I'm in another mood of enjoying myself. Yeah, someone offered me this beautiful space. I think this is her way of supporting me, such that I look beautiful, like how you're seeing me relaxed. So when they put me in this new space, I said, yeah, by the way, we should embrace change. And even in a new environment, I'm here to serve you. Thank you for watching until the end. See you next time and bye.